Good morning, children. Today it is the last class before summer vacation. Okay, so we are going to complete unit 10 today, and it is very easy chapter. That is why I kept it for today's session, as you will be getting 2 period. Okay, so without wasting much time, we will just start the lesson. About money chapter, already you have ideas as you have been studying in your lower classes. So now we are going to learn how to calculate the amount, okay, total amount. If you have got different denomination notes are present with you, suppose 2000, 100, then 500, then 10 rupees note, and then there are different numbers of that, how you are going to arrange them and then present them. Okay, so please open page number 171, and we will be starting exercise 10.1. In question number 1, you have calculate the total amount in each case, and you have 6 questions over there. But what I have done, I am going to solve one question. I'll explain it. It is very simple, very easy, and children, you can do it on your own also. Okay, let us begin. So as you can see, I have already displayed the answer for this. The first question is calculate the total amount in each case. Okay, and I have done question number A. 2 notes of rupees 20. So this is the question. 2 notes of rupees 20, then 6 notes of rupees 50, then 1 note of rupees 100. These are the numbers and these are the denominations. Okay, now as you can see, I have arranged in ascending order. Okay, so you can do it this way, either ascending order or descending order. Okay, so once you have got the question, once you have arranged them, now let us get the value of it. If you are having 2 notes of rupees 20, what will you get then? Rupees 20 multiplied by 2. 2 notes of rupees 20 means what? 20 and 20, either you add up or you multiply by 2. So 20 multiplied by 20, you will get 40. Then you have 6 notes of rupees 50. So 50 multiplied by 6, what will you get? 300. Then 1 note of rupees 100, therefore multiply rupees 100 to 1 and you will get rupees 100. What you have to find out? We have to find out the total amount. Just take the sum of it, add up, show the sign of plus over there, and then mention total amount. What is the total amount you have got? Rupees 440. Isn't it very simple and very easy? Okay, let us move on to the second question. Okay. So I hope that you can complete the rest of the question. Okay. Then a second question is solving. Word problem is there. I'll read it for you. Rimjim's mother gave her 3 notes of rupees 10, 5 coins of rupees 5, 10 coins of rupees 2 and 20 coins of rupee 1. How much money does Rimjim has? So same way as we have done question number 1, we need to arrange the coins. Okay, we need to arrange the denomination, the numbers. 3 notes of rupees 10. Now in the descending order I have arranged. Okay, 3 notes of rupees 10. What will be the value? Simply multiply rupees 10 multiplied by 3, you will get 30 rupees. 5 coins of rupees 5, multiply 5 and 5, what will you get? Rupees 25. Then 10 coins of rupees 2, when multiplied, 2 and 10 multiplied, you will get rupees 20. Then 20 coins of rupee 1, multiply 1 and 20, you will get 20 rupees. Then you just simply have to add up. Therefore, Rimjim's mother, Rimjim has total amount of rupees 95. Okay. Then look at the next question, children. Question number B. A shopkeeper counts the money in the evening. So a shopkeeper when before closing, they usually count the money collection whatever they have got in the day. Then while he was counting, he counted 6 notes of rupees 500, then 4 notes of rupees 100, 8 notes of rupees 50, 15 coins of rupees 10, 30 notes of rupees 10, then 20 coins of rupee 5, 10 coins of rupees 2, and 50 coins of rupee 1. How much money does he collect in all? So what we have to do? Again, we need to arrange all the numbers as well as the denomination what is given in the question, and then we have to calculate the total amount. So you can see over here, we have already arranged it, and again you can see 500, then 100, then 50, then 10. So in a proper order you need to arrange them. 6 notes of rupees 500, it will give the value of 3000 after multiplying these two. 4 notes of rupees 100, so rupees 100 multiplied by 4, what will you get? 400 rupees. 8 notes of rupees 50, you will get 400. 15 coins of rupees 10, simply multiply 10 into 15, 150. 30 notes of rupees 10, 10 multiplied by 30, 300 rupees. 20 coins of rupees 5, 5 multiplied by 20, you will get 100. Then 10 coins of rupees 2, 2 multiplied by 10, rupees 20. 50 coins of rupee 1, so 1 multiplied by 50, 50 rupees. So at the end of the day, what is the collection? He collects the total amount of rupees, add up all this. I have not shown the symbol of addition. So whenever you will be doing the question, please show the symbol, whether you are subtracting, adding, multiplying, dividing, whatever the case may be. You need to show the operation, whichever operation you are doing there. So here we have added, so plus sign, and then the total amount we have received is rupees 4420. Okay. So let us move on to the third question. Children, first and second question is over of the word problem. Look at the third question. Raj and Rehan, they have equal number of coins. Okay. And they have equal number of coin, it is given. They have 50 coins in all. That means both together when they collected, the number of coin is 50. Okay. That means each one must be having 25 each, as they are having equal number of coins. Then Raj has coins of rupees 5. They have equal number of coin, but the denomination is not same, as Raj is having 5 rupee coin and Rehan has coins of 2 rupees. How much money do they have in all? So the total number of coin they are having is given as 50. Okay, and each one they are having equal number of coins. So how to do this question? Raj and Rehan have equal number of coins, it is given in the question. They have 50 coins in all. Together when they collected, they found it the number as 50. Each will have 50 divided by 2, as they are having equal coin. That means 25 each. Okay, Raj is having 25 coins and Rehan is also having 25 coins. But Raj has 25 coins of rupees 5, children. So what will be the total amount with Raj? It will be rupees 5 multiplied by 25. So it is rupees 125. Then Rehan has 25 coins of rupees 2. So multiply 2 and 25, what will you get? 50 rupees. So take the sum of this. Why? Because we need to find out altogether what is the total amount. Therefore total amount after addition we have got rupees 175. So with this we complete exercise 10.1, isn't it? So it is so short as well as so simple. Okay, since we have time left with us, so I'll be starting exercise 10.2 right now. So children, the second exercise is based on how to make a bill. Okay, do you know what is the bill? You must be getting electricity bill, that is there, phone bill, or when you go and purchase anything from the shop, you get the bill, whether it is grocery shop or you have gone to purchase your clothes. So you get a bill, and then where everything is noted over there. That means what you have purchased, what was the cost of that, all these things are mentioned. So as we are starting, so we are going to take only the simple type of bills. Okay, that is why I have selected only 2 questions from question number 1. Find the total amount in each case. That is given on exercise 10.2, page number 173. Okay, so question number 1 is having 5 sub questions, but you need to do only 2 questions, children. Okay, and I have already written it for you. The first bill, as you can see, this is the layout of the bill. Okay, you need to mention over here bill, then draw the lines as I have shown. Then these are the items we have purchased. Books, and the cost of the book is written in a different column, rupees 365.50 paise. So this is the column where we write down the price of that particular item. So item is books over here, and the cost of the book given is rupees 365.50 paise. Then drawing boards, rupees 250 paise. Canvas sheets, rupees 216 and 50 paise. Okay, and then you are supposed to find out the total. So just add up 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So you can see a point over here. What does this point signifies? It tells that this side is rupees, whereas this is paise. I know you all have done in class 4th also. Okay, so add up, get the answer, and what is the answer? You have what? Rupees 782 and 50 paise. So children, this is the layout. You need to draw it as I have shown. Color doesn't matter, and please do not use sketch pen to draw. You can use your pencil even, okay, or you can use black pen and blue pen to just identify it, or simple with one pen also you can do it. There is no issues for that. Then question number B, a sari for rupees 1069, so you have to prepare a bill for that. A suit for rupees 850 and 75 paise, and a purse for rupees 655 and 75 paise. So this is the layout of the bill I have already mentioned. So write down bill over here, and then the items over here. What are the items we have purchased? Sari, what is the cost of that? Rupees 1069 and no paise, so it is 00 mentioned over there. Then what is the cost of the suit purchased? Rupees 850 and 75 paise. Then you have purchase a purse also, so rupees 655 and 75 paise. So total amount, just simply add up and get the amount. What is the amount we have got? Rupees 2575 and 50 paise. Children, you need to show the point, okay, as these point tells us that which one is rupees and which one is paise, and the symbol of rupees, yes, the heading bill, and then the all the different layout and all these things, okay, as I have shown. Then question number 2 you don't have to do, as we have selected some questions which is required for your syllabus right now. That is why we are just going to skip question number 2. And question number 3 also, out of all the 4 we are going to do only one question, children. That is word problem. I'll tell you how to solve that word problem, okay. Children, the word problem I was talking about, Siddharth bought a jacket for rupees 550 75 paise and a trouser for rupees 799 and 80 paise. Find his total expense, okay. So again, what you have to do, you can prepare a bill for that, or simply you can show it in the form of a statement, okay. So cost of jacket is given to us as rupees 550 and 75 paise, and he purchased trouser also. So cost of the trousers given is rupees 799 and 80 paise. Okay, add up 5 here, 7 plus 8 15, carried 1 plus 9 10, 9 plus 1 10 plus 5 15, 7 plus 1 8 plus 5 13. So what is the total expenses he made? Therefore total expense made by him is rupees 1350 and 55 paise. Children, again the sign of plus is important. Okay, so you have to do only these 3 questions from this exercise, from exercise 10.2. Question number 1, A and B I have solved the formation of the bill. Then question number 2 I told you to skip. Then question number 3 only this question. So still we have some time left, so we can move on to exercise 10.3. Okay. Children, look at page number 174 where exercise 10.3 is given. Okay. So the first question, as you can see, is multiply. So we I'll just keep this at hold. The next period I'll tell you. There are few questions, how to multiply, how to divide, how to add, subtract, the money that means rupees and paise column, how you are going to make it, that. So those questions, very easy and simple questions. So I am just going to do those questions in the second period. Okay. So this period I will try to cover all the statement problems. Okay. So look at question number 2 given on page number 175. Calculate the cost of one book if 9 books cost rupees 1134. Okay, so we have already done division chapter, where what I have told, if the cost of one is given and many you have to find out, then what which operation we apply? Multiply. But if many is given and one is asked, what we have to do? We divide. Okay, so here also you can see that cost of 9 books is given to you, and that is rupees 1134. So you have to find out cost of one book. Okay, as you can see, I have already written, displayed for you all. Cost of 9 books is given rupees 1134. Cost of one book, you need to divide it by 9. So do the division, easy one. 9 ones are 9, 11 minus 9 2, then 3, drop it down. Then 9 twos are 18, subtract 23 minus 18, you will get 5, drop this 4 down. 9 6 are 54, so you are your division is complete. So what is the cost you got finally? You got the cost of one book as rupees 126. Then the second question, cost of, if one towel, you have to find the cost of one towel if 5 towels cost rupees 1340. So the statement goes like this, cost of 5 towels is given as rupees 1340. Then cost of one towel will be rupees 1340 divided by 5. Divided 1340 divided by 5, 5 2s are 10. So 13 minus 10, you will get 3 here, drop this 4 down, 34, 5 6 are 30, then you will get 4 over here, drop the 0 down, 5 8s are 40, and then cost of one towel you have got as rupees 268. So similarly you have to do question number C and D. Okay, and there are word problems that we will be doing right now. Okay, look at the word problem. 22 students contributed rupees 125 each. That means each student they paid rupees 125, and how many students are there? 22. Okay, so each student he or she is paying 125 rupees. So you need to find out how much money did they contribute in all. Okay, the statement goes like this, 22 students contribute rupees 125 each. Okay, so total collection, what you have to do, a single person is paying rupees 125. There are 22 students. So what will be the total contribution in total? 125 multiplied by 22. So when you multiply, and you all know how to multiply, isn't it? So what will the amount be? They contributed rupees 2750 in total. Understood? Let us move on to the next question. The next question is, Raju bought 18 soaps for rupees 29 each. That means cost of one soap is 29 rupees. Okay. Then he paid rupees 600 to the shopkeeper. After purchasing those soaps, he purchased rupees 600. Let us first find out what is the total cost of 18 soaps, and then whether he will get some money back. How much money will he get back? This is the question asked to you. Okay. So the statement goes like this: cost of one soap is rupees 29. Cost of 18 soaps, what will you do? One is given and many is asked. What will you do? Which operation? Multiplication. So we multiply 29 and 18. So multiply this 29 and 18, you will get 522. Okay. Then what is the amount he has already paid to the shopkeeper? Amount paid to the shopkeeper is rupees 600. But how much is the cost of all these 18 soaps? It is found to be 522. Definitely he is going to get some amount of money back. Amount he got back. So what will you do? How to find out? Which operation? Subtraction. So 600 he has already paid to the shopkeeper, and he has purchased the soaps for 522 rupees. So what is the balance amount left with him? Rupees 78. Okay. So I hope this question is clear. Let us move on to the next question. So you are left with two more questions. One sauce pouch costs rupees 3. How many sauce pouches can be bought for rupees 1531, and how much money will be left? Okay. So for this, what we have to do? Once again, shall we read the question? One pouch of sauce, it costs rupees 3. So how many pouches can be purchased for rupees 1531? That means we need to divide it. Okay. So cost of one pouch is given as 3 rupees. Then number of pouches which can be bought for rupees 1531 divided, children. Okay. 1531 divided by 3. Now divided, 3 5s are 15. So you get 3 over here, 3 1s are 3. Okay. And then this 1 is left. So how many pouches you are able to purchase? You are able to purchase 510 pouches. Okay. And what about this remainder 1 over here? So rupee 1 will be left for you. Okay. Now come to the next question. Cost of one bouquet of flowers is rupees 239 and 55 paise. Find the cost of 6 such bouquet. Okay. So the statement is very simple. Cost of one bouquet is given as 239 rupees and 55 paise. Cost of 6 bouquet will be, multiply both the numbers, both the figures. So in order to get the total amount, so 239 rupees 55 paise multiplied by 6. Multiply it. 6 5s are 30. 6 5 is 30 plus 3, 33. 3 carry. 6 9s are 54 plus 3, 57. 5 carry. 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 5, 23. 6 2s are 12 plus 2, 14. Okay. Therefore, total cost of 6 bouquets will be rupees 1437 and 30 paise. Okay, children. So this is all for the first period. Okay, and we have second period also left. So in the second period there are very few questions to be done, and then all the information regarding your syllabus, regarding your assignment, summer assignment, regarding your answers, everything I will be telling it. Okay. So take rest for 15 minutes and then we will meet soon. Okay.